Here we are, 4,600 meters, so to be expected, but feels good to get the first one in.
Best part about today was we got the computer lab team did some great work. They connected all the computers, all the laptops. They put it inside the cabinet, and they fixed 3 computers from the community. It was the e-box team worked really efficiently, and they're almost done the e-box in one day. So usually that takes about 2 days, and they're almost done in 1 day.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is an amazing project. I think helping this community where they don't have the basics element that they need, necessities, and trying to give them just a little bit of what we can do, giving just electricity to some of the classroom here for this school. I think that's where you realize that what we do is the right call for all these things, and I think that we should do more of this kind of projects in general, to help all these communities that they don't have the basic elements that they need to live. I mean, we all like with nice boots and nice jacket and everything. I hear people are walking on the snow with just sandals. So I think that bringing a little bit of technology and especially renewable energy to these areas is amazing. I mean, it's like a paradise. I mean, you can see the landscape here. It's amazing. So this guy live in the paradise, but still they don't have all the necessities that they need here.
The main problem about energy here in Peru is if you look at the graph the government gives the public each year, you see 90% electrification around the whole country. Well, that's a big number, right? Only 10% or only 8%. But if you see the specs of that, you see that 30% of the population of Peru is in Lima. So Lima got almost completely electrified. So that makes the numbers go up. But when you go to the numbers specifically for different cities, like Ayacucho, Huancavelica, you can find electrification rates of 50%. And that's really sad, because that means that half the people of Huancavelica, for example, doesn't have access to energy. The people there is not going to get energy in the next 20, 30, or 40 years. One great experience I had here with the Light of the World was in a community called Santa Rosa de Santa Ana, where when we install the light system and the internet system, we get the help of a local technician we trained over there. And he tell us that he was going to use the internet to make his own business. So he started doing some graphic design, and we keep in contact with him. He kept working, and before he has to travel from the community to the city. So it was a 4 hours travel each day, just to get access to connection, take some virtual classes, and keep growing. But now he can just do it in his own house. That's the kind of projects really warm my heart, because you can directly see we are making a difference. About the community of Huarcaya, they have more than 300 people living here, and the school is for more than 100 students. Exactly 180 students registered for the last year. Usually the school doesn't have to do that, but this school chose to make that decision of building small huts for the students to live inside during the school year. They are not in the best condition they could have, but that's the only thing they can do to help them, because the other option is for them to walk 4, 5, 6 hours each day to come back and forth from their houses to the school. So right now in our project, we take in account that, and we are making the best in our hands to better the quality of life in those huts, putting light, putting outlets, giving them energy so they can maybe plug a laptop over there and study more or work more, or just have some call with their parents that are in the big cities.
Today was a busy day. We were able to get 9 panels up on the other facing roof, which was fantastic. The weather was okay. It only rained a few times and the snow all melted for us, so we were able to advance on that. The cabling teams really accelerated today. So we had to move people from certain teams to advance on cabling. The water team also, the hot water team, they got hot water working on this thermal tank. We just need one other connector, so there's only one missing piece there. And there's another tank back over there as well that they installed today. So they're pretty much done. They just need like 1 or 2 connections more for the water team. The computer team also did some good work today. They figured out some licensing issues and whatnot. And the e-box team just did cabling today, so they actually didn't really do much on the system. Yeah.
Thank you. I did not. Should have.
This is my second trip up here. I was with Light Up the World last year. This is my second time. Fossil fuels are needed. A lot of the stuff are built with fossil fuels, but if you wanted to, how to get fossil fuels here is very difficult. So alternatives in this area make sense for the size of this community, where it's located, everything. It would be very difficult to bring fossil fuels up to here. So for these projects, alternatives make sense. So I think the biggest thing is just kind of, I like to think that I don't take what I have in Canada for granted. Before I came here, I tried to live my life like that, but I really didn't understand it until I came up here the first time. So I hope I'm more grateful at home for the things that I do have, and I hope I can share that with my family and my kids.
Yeah, so it's always very exciting to turn the lights on and plug in the outlets, especially the first night, that we won't be in darkness finally.
So we're just almost there. We're finishing up. We're doing a church right now. It's also a storage for these guys. So we're putting in a light bulb. We're going to be attaching those wires to that box right there. But yeah, we're almost done getting there. Super excited to go back home and finally seeing the final lights coming in and like turning on the lights. So yeah, it's great.
Okay, so right now we're just getting ready for the inauguration ceremony. The community's prepared us some dish, so they're going to cook over here. That's why they're setting up a little bit. They've also brought us a few gifts, so they're getting all that ready while we finish up the installation. I'm pretty excited, yeah, especially the community. Now when you see all the people coming, it starts to get a little exciting. They start to see all the work, and so I like to see when people start showing up. It's pretty fun. This is a game changer. Hot water, electricity, internet, and a computer lab, that is a legitimate game changer. It's going to change this community forever, not a little tiny solar powered light. So keep that in mind when you guys say that you gave light to a community. You didn't just give them a little tiny flashlight with a solar panel on it. You gave them sustainable internet, electricity, and computers for decades. That's something to be really proud of.
Yeah, project just ended today. Tonight is our last night. We will be leaving tomorrow. We have cabled the rooms, we have installed solar panels, we have also installed a computer lab in the principal's office. We have our electronic box all set up. So yeah, it was challenging under extreme conditions. But everybody worked really hard to make this project a success. And now we're just like winding up a little bit here and there, but we're almost done. Actually, the locals, I love their hospitality. They're very nice. They will shake your hands when they see you. They will greet you with an hola. They're really sweet. I get a chance to play with the kids, baby alpacas, so it was awesome. It's just lovely here. Like the nature, the people, and what we are doing, the positive impact that we're making on these communities that really need it. It's just awesome, and I'm just glad I'm here. It was an awesome experience. It was definitely not easy, but I think if I would get an opportunity to do this again, I would 101% do it again.
Epic, yeah, amazing. We're here with all the lights on. It feels pretty special. Everything works. We plugged everything in. We just tested our last room. It's just a really special feeling to have everything on. The internet's connected. The hot we're washing our hands with hot water. So yeah, I'm just thrilled that we were able to pull it off. I think one message that I can send to everyone is that you can make a difference. I know it may seem like you can't, like you don't have the skills, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the money. But I think these projects continually prove that wrong, that everyone can make a difference.